Hello, this is Outsiders 1x8. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. You can excuse my hair for the moment. It's a bigger mess than usual. I don't know what's wrong with it today. It just doesn't want to. It doesn't like me today, so I'm just going to go with it. Outsiders 1x8. It's time to do this. Okay, last episode. Holly got away from Jack. She didn't get killed. Holly got away from Jack. She didn't get killed. I don't know where Jack went. He's sitting in front of some gas station or something. I wasn't sure where he went to. I don't know. Holly managed to get back, and she told her everything had happened to her. And I think right now what we're dealing with basically is everybody else is trying to come to Holly's side, right? But Ralph is on this side. Holly, everybody else is over here. Ralph is over here. You know what I mean? He's separated from everybody. He just can't get with the program. Just get into it. Like his friend said, Eunice said, the difference between you and me, right? You need this to make sense for later when the case is over. I just want this to be done. I just want it to end. I don't care how we get there, whatever it takes. Even if I have to go into some crazy stuff that I may not necessarily believe, I will go with it, because if it leads to the same end, what's the difference? I don't need to know. I don't need to have an explanation that makes sense. Just that it gets to what I need to get it to, which is the perpetrator, and end it, whatever the case. I like that. The difference between the two of those guys. It doesn't mean that Eunice is necessarily a believer. It just means that he is willing to do whatever it takes to get to the end. He doesn't need the logical explanation. Awesome scene. And he's got a lot to think about, because he is struggling. You can see him. And he aggravates me sometimes, Ralph, because of his freaking denial. Such extreme denial, man, in the face of what's in front of you. But he just can't get there. And I understand, though. I understand. If you were faced with that, right, would you immediately go to it's real? Because if it's real, what else is real, right? Once you start accepting demons in the world, everything else starts opening up. Anything can be possible, and you realize, man, this stuff beyond my control. That's terrifying. But at the same time, it also means good things, right? Because if that exists, maybe your son's spirit is still alive out there and stuff like that. I think he's wrestling with all that stuff. Clearly he's wrestling with it. He went to the psychiatrist, but he couldn't even tell him what was wrong. He just couldn't bring himself to say it. He is so stuck. He's stuck. That's where we're at with him. So let's see what happens next. Are you guys with me? Let's do it.
You've reached Holly Gibney.
Why would he even want to kill her?
It's drawn to pain.
I just want it to end.
There's a policeman. I think he's shot, lying in the alley next to 484 Western. I don't think he's gonna make it.
Sir, are you at that address now?
Oh, is this his house? This is his place. He's going to war. Shit.
When you were first in county way back, someone once asked, what's a guy like your brother do in prison?
Here's what I intend to do today. I am going to go out there and try to isolate him.
And the police start looking at other suspects, it will run again.
It'd be, look, what I'm saying is I'd like to go with you.
Hell, I've got some days off.
If I could, I would.
Okay, so
I'll go.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Get in on this, Ralph. We're going to need you. He's taking a chance, man.
Since you can't ever seem to sleep these days. I'm jumping out of bed a half a dozen times a night.
Let me call ahead and have him held until we arrive. Nothing like a jail cell to account for his whereabouts.
You're out of your mind. Could be. I worry about you sometimes, you know that? Glory has finally given me the go-ahead to sue everybody in the town except the dog catcher. She feels that if anyone can vindicate Terry, it's you.
Wow. Yeah.
Are you going just to appease me?
Certainly not.
Then why are you going? Don't go.
Why not? What?
Because you're blind.
Jay, there's not gonna be a battle.
There will be. And I couldn't survive losing you too.
Look at the fear in her eyes. Oh my gosh.
City detective wanted for.
That's cool. So I realized. So this is not a usual thing he does. If he gets interrupted before he can finish his process, I guess he will take someone else's body, or he do the neck thing to get help because he can't do it all by himself. Usually he would. So I guess the same thing happened to the last dude, because he had his cousin or whatever involved in it. Yeah.
Charging his firearm at a civilian with intent to kill.
So his lifelong dream has become reality, and he's waiting to find out where they're going to deploy him to mandatory psych evaluations.
He fails one thing.
I'm a warehouse clerk in the Aleutian Islands. You know, up there in the ass end of Alaska.
No wonder Elko wanted him.
What does it want?
Wants to survive.
And it does that to pain.
At all costs.
Suffering. Oh, that's cool. Homemade basket. Street ball, man.
Home sweet home, my man.
All right.
I just realized what that basketball scene shows you of the neighborhood. They're so poor they couldn't even afford a basketball hoop.
Oh, damn it, see? You haven't changed a thing since Daddy died.
So you
I like
guys
that.
are a thing. She's a very unique person. Did you know that she can walk into a room full of people, pick out the ones who are going to die soon?
Oh, freaking hell.
She hasn't behaved like that with you, has she?
Gosh, now I don't know though. I gotta think about that. He better be kidding. Okay.
You're one bullshit talking Twilight Zone ass bumpus, aren't you?
Oh, Lordy! I'm sorry.
Okay, good. Because I was thinking, why would you even tell someone that? Especially if you like the guy, why would you tell him? Okay, Jesus. I like their relationship.
I know you're still fighting it. I get it. I feel more grounded around you than I do with anyone else.
Despite the fact that he's like the farthest from a believer of her own gifts.
You challenge everything I say.
He's straight up with
Sometimes I
her.
need that more than I need believers.
Oh, that's a good one. I need people who. That's true, man. You know, believers are, could also be crazy too, or they're yes men kind of thing. Yes people. That's why she seems to really admire him or something. She's like connected to him somewhere. It's because he like he says, he grounds her. He keeps her. He challenges everything. That's cool. That's cool. Because when he believes, it'll be real. He'll always be forcing her to, making her have to prove what it is, or something like that. I like that. Yeah, sometimes I need people like that more than I need believers. Yeah, because he gonna tell you straight up what he's thinking, what he feels. And because that's what you need. You need when you have a council, you need a council of people who don't just agree with you. Because you gotta see all the different point of views before you can make a decision. And this guy gonna tell you what he thinks, and he's not always gonna agree with you, or never agree with you. He's gonna make sure that everything you do is tried and true and tested before you go through with it. That way, it keeps you honest. Yeah. Leaving him there to go to a car. So.
Hey, where are you going?
I'm going to Burger King.
Bring me back some fries.
May I ask what the problem is, officer?
Then a complaint?
Hey, you know what? I got one for you. And as I'm driving, I start talking to my mother. She died about 15 years earlier. And it was an old jazzy banjo tune called Washington Square by the Village Stompers. I only heard that song the one time that I played it for her, until the night that I was driving, talking to my mother about my son. Radio.
I got chills on my back.
What do you make of that?
Sounds like a coincidence to me.
one hell of an anecdote myself.
No, it was. It was good.
Oh, my mom would have loved that.
I ain't shitting you though, man. That girl, she had an arm like a can.
What are you holding him on?
Hey, CL, easy,
Oh
man,
shit.
easy.
You lower your goddamn voice at me, Bolton. Holding him for what?
Oh shit. Oh, he's already doing his thing. Huh. Can you imagine you just coming back from fishing and then someone shoots you and you're dead? Damn, that's another world. Your whole life was leading up to this fishing trip. And you went out to the sea and then you got killed by this guy you don't even know.
You really prefer a laugh on the inside, don't you?
Oh my
It's getting
gosh,
kinda-
you
it's
guys
getting
got
funny
to
now,
hear
actually.
this. This is so small. It's called the sphincter.
You should definitely try passing through it, Sam.
Don't worry, I will.
Sorry.
I see. What the hell?
Claude?
So you better open the door.
Tell me why you didn't go with them.
I tasted copper on my tongue.
Like a bad omen.
Yeah, I gotta stay home on this one.
Hey, welcome to Cape Stock. Do you have a reservation?
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all hadn't picked up in the first, wasn't it?
We need to go somewhere and talk.
How have you been feeling lately?
Bad. My head, my house, and the mirror looking right back at me. I'm being punked. How the hell he get you in on this, huh? This is some whack shit you putting on my head.
We had you picked up for your own protection.
So they're ahead of the game this time. Maybe we can actually stop it for once.
If you can't get yourself to really believe in this thing,
You need to step off. Let me come at it at my own pace.
try harder.
The creepy mask. It says looking straight at me.
I should have gone with them. I can't help feeling like we abandoned her, you know?
Oh, hell. I can't put up a one and that's on my piece of shit couch.
This fine porch of yours is okay with me.
Gonna check out something I saw as we were driving in?
Well, I guess the old shitty old couch in there, that's me.
After 15 years of us coming to this thing, I think I can say I'm officially bored to shit with it.
We go for the
They
kids.
come here
I
every
believe
year.
they're bored with it too.
Not Sam.
I've got to admit, the boy's a bit of a nerd.
I don't know about
Oh my
that
gosh,
one.
that was him.
The bears used to get up on their hind legs and sharpen their claws on the roof of the chamber.
Oh gosh, I knew that mask was looking at him. The animal masks are creepy. Shit. Stop him, good, good. You saw it, good, stop him. They're trying to take your freaking brother. Get him. Shit, he failed him. He got him. He failed. Holy shit.
It's your kid?
Holy shit, he failed. Holy shit. He failed. Oh my gosh. He was about, oh, he was about to be the next one. Oh my gosh. He was about to be the next victim. They stopped it. Now what's he gonna do?
So I appreciate your hospitality, but if you could hold off on that till we're out of your hair.
What?
I'll be back in a minute.
No, tell him something. Say something. You're just with the church.
I thought you were a Catholic.
Any port in a storm, right?
It just feels like something bad's gonna happen.
Questions?
Oh shit.
Been a lot of police in this house over the years. And everyone sleeping over. Thought I'd document the occasion.
Jesus Christ. Hey, what?
They actually got
For
the.
a room? I swear to God, I never met a cop who didn't hate a nickel because it wasn't a dime.
It's amazing.
Getting a little crowded in here, ain't it?
Yeah. We're all here, man. We're all here.
Jesus Christ.
Now you believe?
He's here.
Okay, that was awesome. That was awesome. It was a very lighthearted episode. Nothing too big happened here. Everyone was laughing. It was actually very funny and very lighthearted. And I liked it. Actually, I liked it because of that. We need some time. This gives us a chance for all the characters to breathe a bit, to give them a chance to expand the story. This is the calm before the storm. All the shit's about to hit the fan, and we want to care about our characters before that happens, you know. And they've been kind of separated this whole time. It's really nice to see them all together, doing stuff together, interacting a little bit before all the shit happens. Some people might call this a filler episode. I don't think so. It's not. This is part of the building of the characters, and it's something that's you got a lot of character-driven stuff in Stephen King books, but they don't usually get the chance to breathe like this thing is able to give it. It's great, but the extended amount of time we get a chance, because in the movie they would have skipped past all this stuff. This is a good time. It's a good chance to really get to know everybody before shit hits the fan. I liked it. I really liked it. We got because you know, it gets really tense. I mean, I'm starting to care about all the characters in this. I don't want anybody to get killed now. You don't want anybody to get killed. I don't know. I mean, what am I saying? So they finally caught the character. They finally beat him to his own game. They finally got ahead of him now, and now he's running scared. He's eating deers and stuff. He's desperate. He might try to do the neck thing. I don't know, but he's desperate to do something. But they've got him on the ropes this time. They are ahead of the game. They've got him. They've got them before he did or whatever, and they can now protect the next guy before he gets into the whole DNA testing and all that stuff. Capture it ahead of time. Yes, they're freaking there doing all their thing. But you know, I like how it's actually getting intense because you're building the characters. You don't realize it. The last part of the night when he woke up, Ralph woke up and he was running. He was roaming around the place. I was getting nervous that something was going to happen to him. Like in a way I hadn't before, because now it's like now I don't want anyone to get hurt. You know, the wife was saying, "Oh, I don't want you to get hurt" and stuff like that. You know, I just everybody's got their thing. Eunice and him were at the church, and he just don't want anything bad that happened to any of them now. Now they've all become family now, almost at this point. I love the whole cast and crew who are slowly finding each other over time. It was nice to see them have some time together, because they spent mostly the whole season apart in different places. It's nice to see them all finally in one place. So El Cuco, I saw the preview for the next one. It looks like it really is gonna be a shit hits the fan episode. They're gonna go hunting. They're gonna hunt this damn thing. And Jack is still a wild card. We don't really know what his motivation is. I mean, we don't know what he's trying to do. He's just killing people in the forest with his rifles. He is armed to the teeth, but we don't know what he's gonna do. We don't know how he's gonna fit into all this yet. But now we can see where all the ship joint stuff was going. It was leading to Bolton being a main character. Actually, he becomes the next victim, but this time they have a chance to stop it. I couldn't believe. I was so happy that they actually stopped the kid from being kidnapped this time. So good. So many kids who lost their so many kids who got killed. It was so nice to see one family not have to go through that goddamn tragedy. Finally, they actually managed to get ahead of the game. So good. So good. So Yes, I don't know how. I have no idea what's gonna go, but I really enjoy the episode. I think this is great because in the Stephen King novels are so huge, and you really get a chance to let it breathe the way it should. I think it should be. I still want to see it as a TV show, and I mean a TV series with the proper production. Like you could do 10 to 12 episodes, 10 episodes, 12 episodes, to do 2 seasons or something, right? And we can see all of this in the way it should be, like grown ups, like adults to kids to grown ups, that kind of thing. It's just, there's been a couple of Stephen King series, but they've been more like mini series. We need to have this outside the type of 10 episode season for like a book, or like in the case of it, probably at least 2 seasons because there's so much in it. But this is the way it's gotta be, man. This is the way it should be. We need more like this kind of a long length episode season, chance for the whole book to breathe and really get to know the characters. Characterization is so important to Stephen King stuff. So this is one of the best. I think this is one of the best adaptations of his book. I haven't read it. I haven't read the book. Okay, to be honest, but I feel as though this translates really well as a great series. It's a great book to series. I mean, even without reading the book, it's already a very well done series, and I feel the book's got to be something like that. I think that this is one of the better adaptations I've seen. A lot to do with just having the right amount of money, right character, best actors, and just time to let the script breathe and build its characters and build its stuff. And they actually have humor, not just, it's not all terrifying, claustrophobic dread. There's also humor and levity to lighten the mood a bit. Characters have lives. They're not just gloomy all the time. You get to know them a bit. It's awesome. I hope nobody gets killed, but that's very unlikely. And Ralph is still on the fence. He's still freaking fighting through his denial of the whole situation, but he's getting there. But he better do something quick because he might be, like Holly said, he might be the liability that gets them all killed somehow. So he better come to his freaking grip soon. Well, I'm going to go in there and wring it out of him. So I'll see you guys on the next episode next freaking week. 2 more episodes to go. These last 2, this penultimate episode and the last one, these 2 are going to be crazy. Thank you for watching. No, go away.